Hello everyone. Today's the class is day 6, the real-time use case of robots. What do you mean by the real-time use case of robots? The real-time use case means whatever the working systems which we are working on the real-time world and how we are solving the problems in the real world and how we are working with the latest technologies. What was the both technologies and that both technologies how we are implementing in a particular time in the particular variancy of a period. That is the real-time use case. Now we go with the real-time use case, how it will work in the real life. RPA, the robotic process automation. The robotic process automation, it is in a software technology that make it easy to build, deploy, and manage software robots that emulate humans' action interacting with the digital systems and software. Just like people, software robots can do things like understand what's on the screen, complete the right keystrokes, navigate system, identify and extract data, and perform a wide range of defined action. Now you are going to learn that how the robotic process automation will be worked. The robotic process automation will be going to work that easy to build. Mean that it is so easy that to build the robotic process automation. Why means the instruction set we are going to give for that. What was the location variancy? The where was the location? It will be that location we have to inter localitability and deploy whatever the deploying of the software we can use by the APIs or any software downloadings by using of the deployment is so easy and manage the software robots that emulate human interaction. Yeah, this the software is user friendly for humans to use easily and make that so interactive and digital system and software. It is so interactive with the people for doing their task, the daily needs and digital systems. In the digital systems only it will be work like in the PCs and the laptops and particular the TVs. This type of digital things we can work with this software, the robotic process automation. Just like the people software robots can do things like understand what's on screen, complete the right keystrokes, navigate systems. The keystrokes means that the key identification of a particular task, and that a particular task only it is going to work, and the particular task it is going to manipulate in the particular process and navigate systems. It is going to give the exact address exact navigation system for that it makes to be if the particular task is there in the particular place, it is going to be navigate and identify and extract data. Identify and extract data means it is going to be identify that particular data and it is going to be extract towards the another data modulations. Then and perform the wide range of defined action. Yeah, it works in a not in a limited time of a period. It can work in a long time of a period, and also it gives a wide how much the work you can give for this. It does in a fraction of minutes or in a fraction of seconds or else max to max fraction of hours, but it won't take more than that. But the if the people will do that particular task in a particular variancy of time, he or she can take in a so much time. Why means the human interaction, whatever the concentration is going to be keep in a particular topic, his concentration will be lost at the middle of that, and he's going to be a deviate, and he is going to be a use some time for his use cases. But the robotic process automation software, if we start once, until and unless we stop that, it will not stop his work, his action plans and his particular object variances without the need to get up and strat or take a coffee break. Yeah, which I have repeated you before. The persons needing a break for him, and he will be distracting from the particular work, and he can make any particular mistakes on that. But the robotic process automation didn't make any I mean that any mistakes, and he didn't need any breaks, and it is working within a more efficient manner and most powerful manner. And now we are going to learn that what are the business benefits of robotic process automation. Now we have learned about in the robotic process automation overview, and what was the business use cases. In the business use case, in the business, how it will be useful for us, and how it makes to make the most accurate business and most developing of a business. Here is a techniques that robotic process automation streamline workflow. Yeah, it works on the particular streamlines, and in that particular streamlines, it is going to work in a particular way, which makes organizations like more profitable. Yeah, it makes them more profitable. Why? Means if you keep in a particular person human, the human can need in a work break, and that this all, and he cannot work more efficient manner. He can work in the efficient manner, but he cannot give the exact accuracy towards that. But it can do it. The robotic process automation can do the exact accuracy process, and it gives the most efficient manner. That's why the business can get more profitable. And this is in a one-time investment. The maintenance is so low and flexible. Yeah, it is so flexible to use the different task and the different variant time in a short time of a period. In the and respective, yeah, it is doing the respective task. It also increases employee satisfaction, engagement, and productivity by removing mankind task for their works. Yes, it is engaging for in a particular task. It is engaging for in a particular work. Then the whatever the relaxing time it will be, that relaxing time also the work will become for us. That's the main thing over here we are getting. Okay, that's why the robotic process automation we are going to use. The robotic process automation is in a nominative and can be rapidly implemented to accelerate digital transformation, and it's ideal from automating workflows that involve legacy stems that lack APIs, virtual desktop infrastructure, VDIs, or database access. Yes, we can download this type of software from any particular area by the APIs or API integrations and the virtual desktop, or else by using of any automation techniques. And here we will be getting the different type of techniques and how it will be useful for the particular persons. Accelerated transformation. Now we'll be getting that the among global exchange, 63% says RPA is a major component in digital transformation. Nowadays we are using it that different type of digitalizations, and we are upgraded to the latest technologies. Here we are getting that the acceleration transformation means that the 63% says that the robotic process automation is in a more accurate and the most preferable software to use case in the digital transformations. Yeah, the major cost saving, yes, it is right. One is it is in the one time investment. We didn't want to invest more. If we wanted to make the investment for this robotic software maintenance, also it will won't cost more. It is in the low cost. If we pay for the particular persons, and it takes the more money and more efficient that, and companies across in industries and around the world report the robotic process automation drive rapid significant improvement to business metrics. Yeah, major cost saving, and most of the companies they are preferring the robotic process automation for the business strategies. And not only the business strategies, they are implementing this robotic process automation at the software companies also for decreasing their employees, and as well as in the cost efficient manner. Then the person who is working who is running the company, he can get the more profits by using of this robotic process automation. And he'll be getting more profits, and he'll be getting more accurate work, and in the in time work is going to be done by this. And greater reluctancy, yeah, the robotic can make the more ramp up quickly to match workload peaks and respond to big demand spikes. Yes, mean that a greater resiliency in the robotic process or automation, it makes the ramp up quickly to match the workflow bugs. Yeah, workflow bugs means that whatever the important points it will be, it is going to be in a pinpoint location. It is setting that, yeah, this is in the pinpoint location, the pinpoint points. These points has to be accessed by this brilliancy, and that makes us to be in a more accurate manner by using of this the robotic process automation. Here, higher accuracy. 57% says that robotic process automation reduce manual errors. Yeah, it is true. The human can do the work more efficient manner, but it gives the few of an errors. But the robotic process automation can do miss 98.9% the errors it won't be. Most of the 57% say robotic process automation reduce the manual errors. Yeah, who is the person will do the manual errors, but the robotic process automation cannot do that errors, and it is going to be decrease that errors by using of this robotic process automation. Improved compliance. Yeah, improved compliance means that 92% agrees the robotic process automation meet the accepted explanation for the better compliance. Yes, uh, improved compliance, 92% agree robotic process automation has met the extended exemption. It has met the exemptions of a person, and it has crossed to many more upgrading technologies, and it is working on a more efficient precious projects, and it makes the more important task, and it makes the person task in a particular area and particular domain in a most accurate process and the most best process. Boosted productivity. Yeah, 68% of the global workers believe automation will make them more productive. Yeah, boosted productivity mean that the productivity of a global exchange, the 68% of the people are going to be use this robotic process automation. Not going to be used, but right now they are using also to improve their productivity, to make their product to more accurate process and more efficient process, to give the customer satisfaction, and the make that to be in a most best process. More value for professional, from professional. Yeah, the 60% of an executives agree that the robotic process automation enables the people to focus on more strategic work. Yeah, whatever the accuracy of a professionals can do, the professional can do the task, that the task can be done by this robotic process automation. Like in the professional task how he can do without the errors, and by doing of a particular task in a particular time period, and how the professional can do that task in a by using of their ideas. Like that the robotic process automation can do the 60% of the task can be do by this. and happier employees. The 57% of employees are happier because they are using
This demo shows how an RPA tool works. RPA can be applied to make automation of transactional rules-based tasks, where structured data and clear predefined rules and parameters are used. The solutions are easily and quickly designed, tested, and implemented. They are designed to require relatively low investment or expenditure. This demo shows how a process, such as the creation of invoices, is executed by an RPA tool. You will see how routine activities can be easily performed by the RPA tool based on predefined rules. The RPA tool used in this demo is Blue Prism. The key steps for the creation of invoices are as follows. In this process, the invoice request is received and opened, relevant data is entered into SAP, and the invoice document is created. At the beginning of the process, the software robot opens the correct environment in SAP and logs in. An invoice request is received by the software robot via email. The robot opens the email, the attached Excel template, and scans this thoroughly. Different checks are performed by the robot to determine whether the data in the Excel template is of a certain quality. The software robot runs the transaction code for the creation of invoices in SAP. Subsequently, the invoice data from the Excel template is copied and pasted into the relevant fields in SAP. The robot recognizes if essential information is missing from the invoice request. If this is the case, the robot sends an email to the invoice requester with a request to adjust the specific invoice data. When all the data is entered in SAP, the robot creates the invoice by running the correct transactions. The invoice is then correctly sent to the sender. At the end of the process, the robot sends an email to the requester with confirmation that the invoice has been created and moves the invoice request to the relevant subfolder in ALLPCB. Additionally, all the used applications are quickly closed. You just saw an example of how robotics can be deployed for a finance process. Next to the finance processes, there are many other opportunities for RPA that exist across other functions within an organization. Examples of these include customer care, business operations, IT, and HR. So, are you on the road to robotic automation? Success here isn't about if, but when. Now is the time to get started.
Yeah, you have learned about that, how was the robotic process automation can work, and how was the data can be filled from the given data process, and how it is going to be work. And now you are going to be learn about the basic of advanced robotics. Basics of advanced robotics means that now only you have to learn that the in the basic what was the advancement has been used, in the basic what the advancement that makes to unique for to implement that data for making the advancement of the robotics. And what was the data processing over there? Now you are going to learn holistic data models and clouded infrastructure, data processing technology, and workflow control system. Now here is that holistic data modeling. Sorry, yeah, holistic data modeling. In the holistic data modeling, what is that? What is the data modeling? Firstly, we have to know that the data modeling is the process of using business logic to transform raw data into order to product model that data that's similar to querying. Yes, whatever the raw data we are going to give for that, it is going to be a model, remodel for making the workflow in a proper way. Let's say that our bros want to know the amount of revenue generated by active users. Yes, your raw data is splitted between two tables. One is that active stored in a user activity table, and another one is revenue information storage in the user information table. Now you are getting here that the user activity table and the user information table. Now how was the data can be getting? What was the action has been done, mean that what was the activity has done by the person you're getting, and who is the person, user information, mean that particular person name or else his id number, anything else, whatever the data has been in the raw material. According to that, how what was the activity has done by the person, and what was the information of that person, and how much revenue has been generated, that the final product we are getting. That is the data modeling, mean that the splitting of the two data into in a one single data, getting the output, that is called as the data modeling technique. And in this data modeling technique only, you will be getting this, the data revenue process that transform from two activities to one activity. How's the two activities to one activity will be getting? The user activity and the user information table. In the user activity table, it will be whatever the activities has been done with the particular person, and the user information data, it will be the particular person, his name or id number or something that is unique towards the person. And this the thing transmitted to the particular revenue generation, how much the revenue has been generated, it will be splitted, the sub splitted, and you will be getting the output by these particular objects. And now you are learning that data modeling in holistic. There you have get it the splitted the two type of things into the single thing. Now here you are getting that a holistic data modeling. How was the holistic data modeling? It works, it easier to think of things like you would like a materialized view in a database, link materialized view. You may added or remove files to a data model from the undelivering database table. You may also define new calculated or agremented fields that better represent your business metric. Yes, in the data, yeah, here you can see that the data modeling, there will be a different type of data models like in a role number, name, and the uh, email id sub splittings. And it is going to be a subdivided into the parts, that this is rule numbers, and this is the names, this is the phone numbers, this subdivided into parts. And what was the data selection? We can, in the data modeling holistic, we can select the particular data. Yeah, if you want in the names, we can select that data and we can classify into different classification. That the classification makes us to be a most accurate process. And that if you want to use that only the names and the email address, we can use this both data in a particular way, a particular model. If you want the only the phone numbers and the email address, we can make the particular model. Like that, the models can be happen according to the flexibility of the persons and for flexibility of the work. That is only the data modeling of a holistic. This was the whole thing about the data modeling of holistic. Now this is every data modeling creating in the holistic is the shareable resourceable resource. Other analytics in your organization may use the calculated field in your models to create new models or use your models to define interrelationship between other models. Yeah, here we will be getting the relevant data. I said that you can split it into subdivision parts, like if you have a revenue data and you will be getting that during data and ACV model and the profit model, and you will be getting the different type of models, and in this model also you can get the subdividing models. That is the holistic data modelings. By using of one division of a data, by splitting we can split into the different models or different splittings, and that different splitting it makes the particular variance. Here you can see that the data modeling is a powerful way. Yeah, conclusion you will be getting here. The data modeling is a powerful way to increase the productivity of your term. Increase and often writing single queries, creating the data models instructed your ability to scale up your data terms operations should directly increases when you do. Yeah, you'll be getting the data modeling is a powerful way to increase the productivity. Yes, it is right. The data modeling it can makes the particular data in a particular time period in the variations, and it increases the data and make the productivity to be increased, and it can scalability inquiries. This all things will be done. We got in the final conclusion for that. And here you can see that how was the data processing will be done, and how the data processing is going to be work, and that working has to be done in a particular way, and particular way how it is going to be modulate.
Thus, its data models lets you build a very usable shared business logic and relationship definition for your datasets using a common interface interface. This lets you centralize these advanced measures, recommendations, and definitions for your data once you formulate them, develop a single source of truth so anyone on your team can easily make use of it, understand the database relationships and models. Let's see how this works. Holistics data models currently supports Google BigQuery, AWS Redshift, and PostgreSQL databases as data sources to connect other tools, providing the database optimize. When you're ready to start building Holistics data models, let's create a new folder for models and let's call it internships. The easiest way to set up models is to create new models from your tables. Select just the tables from your database that you want to build models for, like these e-commerce tables. These base models are just an abstraction layer of business logic in SQL, so they won't unaffect or modify your table structures. Our base models are now ready. Let's build or define the relationships between these fields. To map the relationship between all fields, select Map Relationship. Select the fields in another model that links to this country code field. Define if this relationship is a many to one to many, or one to one relationship. As many cities belong to one country, this is a many to one relationship. Continue adding relationships for the rest of your models. Now, click on the relationships page and see the full view of how your models link to each other, as well as the list of relationship types between your models. For more complex models using the base models editor or models custom SQL tool, click on it. This lets us frequently create scenes and lineage between different models that lets you trigger data ingestion checks for your organization. Building the right models with custom SQL. Query models in Sales. Let your managers handle it. Leverage JSON database data. Custom SQL models in Finance using query models like Webel instances. Once you've checked that the SQL model is running as it should, save your derived model. descriptions, and other useful metadata to model files helps to build up a data dictionary for coding, so anyone in your team can easily understand the models and fields being defined without needing further explanations. Now inspect the DSL and SQL for a model, and even review the results of existing fields and inputs. And finally, once we're happy with the model we've built, choose to persist the model within our database. This allows us to materialize and save the results of the model as an intermediary table to be persisted in your data source, giving performance improvements. Scheduling this persistence can be very powerful, especially when it involves major tables, rows, and items in your database. This is how listless data models let you build and view reviews of business logic models, forecasting outcomes, and manage performance across your entire organization. Now that you know the data and requirements behind one of the next video listless data sets, which lets your users easily answer their own questions and build reports using your data themselves. See you there.
Yeah, guys, you have learned about everything. How was the data will be extracted, and how was the data will be manipulated, and the big data and the small data, and what was the classification will be done, and how was the data extraction it is making into the file, and that file how was the data in the subdivision parts. You have learned about that. Now you are going to learn the cloud edge infrastructure. The cloud edge infrastructure means the cloud means the data. Firstly you have to learn about the cloud means that whatever the data it is storing in the internet without taking the space in their physical devices, that is called as a cloud. The cloud at edge infrastructure. In this cloud edge infrastructure there will be an infrastructural methodology, that cloud and edge infrastructure, that connected network servers are circulate to the modern organization, and input and output orders must extend their focus beyond the traditional data centers and embrace against. Here you can see that the cloud edge infrastructure is the connected between the servers. Yeah, visualizing the things, and how was the whole in the Google, then the server is going to get the whole the data to be access in the particular domaining format. That is the domain. If we click the domain, the particular domain, the particular data it is going to be open. That is hosting that server, and the particular IP will be first be generated for that server. Select to the organization. Input and output links must extend motion and going to implement the nowadays the industry 4.0 has been came. It is only working in the particular edge technology only. The newest technology like in a cloud system using of the cloud edge technology infrastructure, the implementation of the technology will be more, and the whatever the working process will be done in the particular time period only, the working process will be done in the most accurate process, in the most simply process. The input and output leaders can use this research information to strategy, design, and selection. Yeah, strategy means the classifying in a subdivision parts. It makes the strategy of each and every part to implementing in a particular devices or in a implementing in a particular task. The designing process means that the designing what was the designing model X, and the designing structures will be that structures how it is going to be work in a particular task, that designing process will be using. and selection and the implementation of an infrastructure. Yeah, if we are doing in a one type of a model, the infrastructure is mainly needed. The infrastructure needed means the selection infrastructure means that whatever the data like the IDLE will be means that whatever the selection that the if you go with the setting process, if in the laptop or something else, it's the mobile phone, there will be the advanced settings in the setting process like an app setting and the mobile setting and sim setting, and as well the different type of settings it will mean that whatever the infrastructure designing according to the particular, if you go with a settings whole the phone you can be accessed by that settings, mean that you can enable or disable the particular task by using of that settings. That's why that was the structure, that was the infrastructure. It is going to be a word edge computing, being that the edge computing it is sorry infrastructure, and support the cloud computing. The infrastructure is interrelated to the cloud computing by the server, and interconnecting between the server and as well as the cloud sorry, the implementation of the data, it is going to be a work in that particular task. Edge computing means that the edging technology has been implemented, the particular task has been done by that particular technology by using of several edges in the IoT and the networking servers that connected them. Yeah, internet of things has been connected between the IoT. Why means the internet, without the internet the particular thing we cannot do, and the particular thing if you want to do means we need to get into the particular task variances, and that particular task variances will be done by the network connectivity servers. The here the main concept is that the servers is acting the main key role for activating this particular task, and virtual private service and host everything you need in one host service server, or many allow yours on demand scalability with low setup. Yeah, in virtual private servers will be and public servers will be. In the virtual private servers, you will be getting that in the virtual. I mean that what can I say you? It will be in a private for you, and there will be in the full type of security like in one layer security, two layer security, and third layer security. When you go within a public server, there also you will be getting the security, but the accessing of a persons will be more. There the attackers can the whoever the hackers will be, they can easily attack by in the public servers by means the sensible data which will be in our mobile phones or something else devices, it can be stolen by them by using of a public servers, why means the routing technology will be done over there. And here we will be getting the private cloud and the hybrid cloud, detected cloud server, and the cloud security, and the distrust recovery cloud, and cloud infrastructure. IaaS cloud mean that the private cloud means the distracting server only for your organization, better control to flexibility, mean that the decreasing the server only your organization, only for your particular organization, mean that the own server has been built by you only, by your system and your security analytics. That's why that is in a private cloud. And hybrid cloud means the security as in a private cloud scalable and the public cloud. Yeah, it will be like in a private cloud only, mean that in the security purposes it will be like in a private cloud only. But it the server, the hybrid cloud technology has been used with the public persons for in their use cases of a task, that is the hybrid cloud. And dedicated cloud server, the dedicated cloud server means a faster customization and the scalability. It can customize the particular task in a particular variancy and the scalability of a task in a particular deviation, and that is a declared cloud server that a faster customization and the scalability of a particular task, that is dedicated cloud server. And cloud security, the security your data against all threats, oh, from the all the thread, the security will be given for the particular server like in a 3-layer security or 2-layer security. Then the attackers cannot be attacked. If the attackers can be attacked by the third layer, then it can be reported to the particular person that someone has going to be stole your information. You have to give more security for that. By using of that more security, you will be changing the particular password or something different thing you are going to do. Then the security is going to be more stronger. No one cannot be stolen your information from the particular security. And distract the recovery and cloud, the most right backup. Yeah, distract recover. Sometimes by the mistake you are going to delete the particular uh, what can I say you, the particular memories, and you'll be not getting that memories means you'll be getting to the somewhat depression. But in the cloud technology, by using of a cloud, you can get your data accessible and data backup technology it will be. But if you want any particular data which you have been deleted, that can be kept the backup, and that all the data files has can be stored to your particular data, and you will be getting again you whatever the data you have been deleted, that data will be coming back to you. And this is all will be done by the cloud, I mean that in the internet accessing, and you will be you should not be any capability of a storage is necessary. Okay. And cloud infrastructure, IaaS cloud mean that reduce your IT spends. Whatever the spending of in the IT sector, that the cost redemption or else the accurate process, it all will be given by this cloud infrastructure. The infrastructure it makes the IDE to make the user friendly of a person and user friendly of an employees to use the particular task and the variancy in a particular way of style. And here you can see that how was the edge technology has been split in the different tasks, and how was the main implementation has been done. The van has gone to the new skills, and the new skills is the interacted between the internets and the APIs VPNs. And the APIs VPNs, it is going to be split into two parts. That in the if you use the VPN, you, whatever the data you are using from here only, but your location has been seen from showing here. That was the VPN makes your proxy IP address services that to change the your IP addresses from one place to another place. And here the cloud edge technology, the data centers will be like this. And edge technology, in the edge technology, the devices has been connected within the interconnected like GSM or SDM like that servers and sensors and the controlling system. By after done with the signal connectivity, then the final output is going to be get by the automatic process. And here the physical edge structure infrastructure mean the data centers will be like this only. From this data centers, the data will be transmitted to the hosted application. The hosted application is integrated between the edge cloud technology, and the edge cloud technology, the data will be recovered from these two systems, and it is giving to the business application for a final output of a productivity, and makes the productivity to most accurate process and the most accurate precision tasks. And here you can say that data processing technique. The data processing techniques means the data will be transmitted from one place to the another place by using of a how the server will be transmitted. Here there is the different type of a server: Amazon EMR and Apache Heavy and Apache Pig and Apache Spark and Hadoop and MapReduce, MongoDB and the Coach Basis. These all the servers we can use for a graphical representation or a data transmission from one place to the another place. The data processing means that the data is to be transmitted from one place to the another place with an accurate process that makes the to be efficient and to be get the data from one place to the another place in the particular person in the particular variancy of a time. And the data processing will be done by like this: questionnaire and checking and editing and coding classification, and the classification has been interclassificate like in a turbulency and a graphical representation and the data cleaning and data adjustment. The finally the adjustment has been done for in a particular task in a particular variancy of in a time. And here there is another data modeling types, and this was the data modeling types by using of the data memories and the data outputs and the inputs signals. By using of these outputs and input signal, the data modeling has been done, and this data modeling makes the particular task. And workflow control system, in the workflow control system, the 21st century of a workflow mean that the particular workflow from one place to the another place, how was the flowing of a technology it will be, that is called as the workflow control system. The workflow control system is it can controls the particular workflow in a mediating of a tasks. And here what is the workflow management system, you can get it that the workflow management system has been subdivided into two parts. There is the sequential workflow and the parallel workflow sequential parallel workflow. In the sequential workflow means the direct data is in the input data is going to be encode and it is going to be give the output data. In the parallel workflow, that multiple tasks are performed continuously and each one operating independently in the parallel workflow. Okay, this was the multiple task which will be acted, that is called as a parallel workflow, and the single task which will be activated, that is in a sequential workflow. And here you can get that the robotic process automation, how it is subdivided into the parts and how it is going to be access in the particular task. Here there is a virtual workflow tool and drag and drop from designer and role based access control and mobile support and a powerful administrative features and signed single sign on and integration with the extending software system and reports and analytics performance and stability and process performance matrix. This all the 10 things is mainly key role to use the robotic process automation for in a particular task variancy and make that business to be a most accurate process. Thank you so much for today's class.